Good evening, masters and commanders. I have been seduced. I've been reawoken in my fascination for the Age of Sail. I was watching a documentary, kind of drama documentary on Netflix about lost pirate kingdoms, and got me thinking about this period or periods in history. As anyone who has watched the channel before will know, if you've been with me for a bit, that I do like ships, and I very much enjoy putting together the Seawolf right back when I started the channel. And I thought it was time to get into a bit of high seas sailing and combat. So to this end, I got this Warlord Games Black Seas. Very impressive. It's quite heavy, quite heavy. So is that a good sign? I think that's a good sign. It's a weighty box. 1/700 scale, it says, and little ships on the back. Rigging on the ships. Really? Is that true? I'm a bit frightened on little ships like that. Quick note about what you get in the box, and you get 3 bigger ships like frigates or larger sloops or something like that, and then little brigs as well. And yes, it's 1770s to mid 1800s is the period that it covers. I'm sure that there's wiggle room either side for you ingenious commanders and captains out there. So what do you think? Should we have a look inside the box? Yeah, let's go for it. But it appears that the boarding netting has been arrayed over this well-packed sloop. So how will I get in? How will I make my assault on this mighty vessel? Well, I don't think I have a cutlass sharp enough with a keen enough blade. Whatever shall I do? I think it is time for Caliburn. Ah, yes. Let's see if we can get in, shall we? It is well packed. But Caliburn is up to the job once again to save nation and nations from their own dark fates. Oh yes, very good. I think we're done with that, and we are in. Now, the cellophane here, look after that environmentally and properly. Very good indeed. And we have the box. Are we ready? A little bit excited. I unboxed a few things, but I'm particularly excited about this. I don't know why. I think it is that Age of Sail thing. I'm not sure. In we go. Not looked at this before. A little bit more cellophane there. Oh, I can smell new game. Do you know that smell? Tell me in the comments. Tell me that I'm not mad, or tell me that I am mad and wrong, if indeed I am, and I'll admit it. But the smell coming off of a new box is wonderful. Immediately I see a baggie. Indeed, and it seems to be very soft. Have a quick look with a magnifying glass. It seems to be cotton wool. Well, it is Age of Sail. Do you think this is for smoke? Oh, how exciting. Why am I excited by that? I don't know, but I am. So was it some sort of marker, perhaps? I don't know. Have a look. Have a look later. It will all become clear. I've got the some dice. What kind of dice do we have? We've got, this feels like D10s and D6s. D10s, D6s, yes. Different colours. I'm guessing that there may be different types of guns, heavy guns, light guns, etc. And what's that? That's a funny shape one. What's that about? I think it's D3. Oh, I've always wanted a D3. I don't know why. D6s are perfectly adequate, but actually, why not? Why not have a D3? I think I like that. So there must be a mechanic where a D3 is required. So that really good, very good, very good. Not specialised dice, normal dice though, so that's also good. So it means you can, use your own dice. I'm not against specialist dice or anything, but it's more convenient if I can use any dice if I lose any. So that's very good too. And then we've got possibly the main event. We've got sprues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues of ships, I'm guessing. We'll get those out. We'll have a look at those in a little bit more detail in a little while. But brilliant, very exciting indeed. Then we've got instructions, just a page and the overleaf of a page. Fair enough. Ooh, I'm a little intimidated, but look at that. A little bit intimidated there. Oh, bit frightened, but I think we'll be fine. I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. Any extra work we have to do, I think it's going to be worth it. Then we've got a kind of a pack. It's not resealable. Well, it's kind of resealable. It's got a sticky edge there, so I'll probably put these things back in this bag. Sails in cardboard, but it's laminated, maybe plastic. Maybe it's plastic. Plasticard, perhaps. Yeah, I'm going to go for plasticard. I'll tell you if I'm incorrect later. It's either a really nice laminated card or it's plastic card. Either way, for sails, that's going to make them immediately robust. And they're going to last. Also, I imagine if I wanted to, I could maybe get a rounded pencil or something and curl the sails around it to give a wind-filled look. There we go. 2 types of sails there, darker sails and lighter sails. I don't know what the significance of that is yet. I'm sure there is a significant, maybe different sides, different coloured sails. Maybe they were made in different places, so the materials are different. I don't know. I'm not an expert on the period. Then we have flags, pennants, skull and crossbones there. So maybe we could have a pirate force. Looks like French, perhaps, as well as piratey. Very good. There we have Union Jack. Ensign. Ensigns? Is that the correct term? Not sure. And more skull and crossbones there. The black flags may fly in this game. And we have... well, that feels like a decal. Oh. Oh, I say. It's not a decal. It's something else. I don't know what it is yet. It's like rigging, perhaps. Look with my magnifying glass there. Looks like rigging. Oh. Maybe you cut that out or pop it out and put it down from the sails. Fiddly, perhaps. But I think worth it. And I think that's going to be very much a theme of this whole box set. Fiddly, but worth it. Oh, I don't know. Some sort of scorecard? It says full sail, battle sail, light sails? Is that as a designation of speed, perhaps? Not sure. Markers. Some sort of marker card, I am guessing. And there are bigger and smaller ones. Excellent. Different size ships. Got these. These look like statistics cards. These are your stat cards for the ships. Again, I don't know what they mean yet. But I'm guessing there are little figures here for guns, for example. Maybe that's how many dice you roll for the guns. There seems to be a track up the side here. 0, 1, 10, 20. Maybe that's how many structural points each ship gets. Let's have a look. I mean, that's a bigger ship, isn't it? Let's see if it gets more. Well, it's got 30 odd there. And these little ones seem to have less. Or not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yes. So the picture's bigger. But the guns are smaller, and it seems to have less of these track hit points, if that indeed is what they are. And then these ships have a lot more of these tracks. There, 1 to 10, and goes all up to 40. That's a lot of dice worth of damage to knock out of your enemy ship before it strikes its colours or sinks. Again, oh, is that card or is that plastic card? I'm going to say that's card. I'm not sure. It's nice quality though. It's laminated or very smooth. Excellent. Then we've got... Oh no, that's frightening. There seems to be a reel of cotton. Of black cotton. Okay, I'm scared now. I admit to you, Masters and Commanders, I'm intimidated. I hope you'll be patient with me as I ham-fistedly find my way through ancient rope work. And the bottom here with a lot of card. I'll get rid of the box there for the moment. Oh, packing. Someone's packed it. That's very kind of them. Mirella has packed this for us, so thank you, Mirella. Very kind of you. I got... Ooh, that's the play mat. That's paper, thick paper, and it's double-sided. Double-sided. There's no islands on it or anything like that. It's just the play sheet. There's another side. It just seems to be darker. There we go. It's just a slightly different colour, perhaps. If I spill coffee on it, I can turn it over, use it anew. There we are. So that's that. It's big. It's big. It's like 4 foot by 4 foot, just as a guess, without getting it all out at once. A rulebook. Floppy rulebook. Marvellous stuff. It's the art. See, I don't know why I'm always attracted to the art in it rather than the rules. People are doing it the wrong way round. But when I see a good axe, I am intrigued. And a cutlass, oh, marvellous. Is there a cannon? There's got to be. Oh, there we go. There's a cannon. Marvellous. Is there a salty sea dog? Oh, is that a salty sea dog? Oh, well, more of an officer, that looks like to me. There we go. Very good indeed. There we go. All colour. Nicely done. Nicely done. And then, ooh, I think the job of Caliburn is not yet over. I think I must draw the sword from the stone once again as we open the second pack. Oh, what a heavy day it has been for the Sword of Nations, the Sword of War and Peace. Both Diplomat and Destroyer Caliburn, and it's done its duty once again. There we are. Superb. Oh, twice as much environmental responsibility. Super. And then immediately we have thick double-sided card with, looks like a sandbanks. It's well designed. There's all this card's used up with interesting things. Big island in the middle, which seems to be split, I don't know if you can see that, into 4 sections. So I guess you could use that as a big island in the middle, or you could put them in corners, or put half on the edge of your playing area. Superb. Something round there. Just need to be smaller islands. They look like sandbars. Very dangerous indeed. A sandbar to shipping, I am sure. Compass. I was hoping there'd be a compass. I'm hoping wind is a thing. I know it can complicate games, but it's the age of sail, and wind is a thing. Is it not? Yes, I think it is. It'd be like playing a World War II game and forgetting to put helmets on the models or some nonsense like that. So no, I'm glad there is a compass. And, that looks like some sort of port. A safe harbour, perhaps. Interesting. A jetty there? Well, I thought about this. Good. Then... that looks like some sort of range ruler. There you go. Is it into inches? Go on, I'll take that out I'll take that out. There we are. Yeah, so that's actually split into 2 sets of 5 inches. So I don't know why that's significant. So maybe a long move is 10 inches. But I need to know 5 inches for some reason. Maybe there are different sets of movement that I can do in a turn. So we'll see about that. Very good. And there are 3 of those. And then tokens. Let's see what the tokens say. Oh, so these tokens here seem to be some sort of special rules. So you have boarding nets, or your ship could be lucky or something like that. So you may have to pay for these upgrades, or some ships might come with them. Very good. And you've got flags or ensigns of your nations. These here seem to designate different kinds of shots. Looks like a chain shot there, and that looks like a big shotgun kind of canister shot there. Ooh, don't quite know what that one is. And then maybe it's a hot shot. If I read my my hornblower right, maybe that's just bullshit. I don't know. But different kinds of ammunition is what I would say. And then I don't know what those are. Yeah, that looks like a little dolphin or a whale or something, which is very cute. Lovely. Right, should we have a closer look at the sprues, perhaps? Yeah, let's do that next. There are 2 sets of 3 sprues. One with 1 larger ship on, and one with 2 ships on. So that's our 3 frigates, and that's our 6 brigs. So shall we have a look? We can get rid of most of the sprues when we look at them. Therefore, there we go. So we're left with these. Marvellous. It's a little less intimidating than I at first thought. I thought that I thought I was going to have to put every yardarm onto the mast, as it were, and that would be quite a job indeed. But it does look like, although the masts are separate, they have the cross beams. Apologies, I'm not conversant with naval parlance, so I will toddle along as best as I can, and you can always correct me in the comments, so please go ahead and teach me what the proper terms are. But yeah, we've got I think sprit masts as well, or sprit arms, or whatever they're called, which point out the front. There we go. There's a sprit there, I believe, on the front of the Seawolf. There we are. And those are separate and need to be put onto the front of, and indeed rear of, some of the masts here. As noted, the ships are big and small, frigate and brig. It looks like there are, to my counting, and I might have counted incorrectly because they're very small, it looks like 19 guns on each side. So you've got these ones on the deck here. So I've got that correct, got it the right way up. You've got these, and the cannons are little. You can see the little individual cannons. That's wonderful. And you see they don't go over the side, and they would go through the gun ports when they're open. And that's where this clever design here goes. So you can actually see the edges of the cannons. So I'm guessing that the top deck here will fit to the sides of the hull in such a way that the stubs of the cannon here will link up with the edge of the barrels, the outwardly facing barrels of the cannon sticking out the side there. So there's an array of cannon for the top deck, and there's a secondary deck there. So 19 guns on each side. It looks like a 38 gun ship to me. Tell me if my maths is incorrect. Very good, a frigate there. Therefore, 40 odd guns. That would be about right, wouldn't it? And the sprue with the smaller brigs on, 2 brigs on here. We have the guns there, 9 guns on each side, an 18 gun brig. I don't know what the designations of the ships were. I don't know what the difference between a sloop or a brig is. Again, someone more knowledgeable might just tell me, and I'd appreciate that. And again, we have the masts there with the cross beams on. Sprit mast, little anchors as well, I notice, which are very cute. Also, I think the real art's going to come if I decide to rig them, and I'm going to give it a go. And I'm really sorry if I don't manage it or make a mess up of it. I apologise to you, commanders and captains. Right now, I apologise. So let's see if we can put them together. I think the order of business will be to put the models together and paint them, and then put the rigging and the sails on afterwards. Does that sound right to you out there? That's how I'm going to attempt to do it. Brilliant. See you soon. Phew-wee is all I can say. That was one of the more challenging things I've done so far, really. The getting the cotton around the masts, etc., quite difficult for me, being fat-fingered and undexterous. You captains, artists and artisans out there will do far better than I will. You'll have a much neater time of it, and you'll do better. You'll do better. However proud I am of what I have done, and there are little holes in the hull there for the rigging that comes down either side of the top masts, and I found it very difficult to poke the cotton through, so I ended up cheating by using a needle and a threader from my sewing kit at home. There we go. And that enabled me to attach the cotton to the needle, just chuck the needle through the hole, and it pulled the cotton through with it. So if that helps you, do have a go and tell me if I'm being stupid and there's a better way of doing it, or if it helps you, do drop a comment in there and tell me that it worked, so that we can spread that around if it's useful. I think it's time to look at the sails next, I guess. Oh, and also when I've done these two, the rest of the ships, that's going to be quite a couple of evenings. But I am looking forward to it, even though I won't be able to see straight afterwards. I think these are all the same, apart from one card being different colour. I'm only guessing at this stage, merely because these are designated as mizzen, main and foremasts, and these two smaller sets and these little squares there are just kind of mizzen and mainmast there. So I'm just guessing that they're for the smaller brigs, and there are indeed 6 of those and only 3 of those in all. So I'm guessing that's how it fits. So let us try and set sail, shall we? Let's have a go. And whoa, I think we're going to have a go at a couple of the rat lines. I don't know if it's going to work, but they're on these sheets. You actually have to cut them out. So I'm going to use a pair of sharp scissors or an art knife to cut them out. So we're going to have a go. We're going to have a go. Oh, I'm even more frightened. My goodness me, masters, commanders and captains. Whew, that was possibly the fiddliest thing I have ever done in this hobby, but it was really worth it. It really was. When I started making little models, if you told me that I would be using a needle and thread to get cotton onto the rigging of a miniature ship, I'd have thought something. I don't know what I would have thought, but I wouldn't have believed you easily. But that's what I've done. And on the Facebook for Black Sea, some very helpful people made suggestions about how to get the cotton through the holes in the side of the ship, so you can do the rigging that goes from the side up to the top there. Apologies for not knowing the name for that. One person said that they just used the threader for the needle. I used a needle and I used the threader for the needle to help get the cotton through the eye, which I can't do on my own by any means. But one person was just putting the threader through the little hole and threading through the threader and just pulling the cotton back out. That's very, very simple and a good way of doing things. And another person was just dabbing the end of the cotton with a little bit of super glue, and that made the end of the cotton a little bit more rigid, and he found it easy to put through the hole there. So whatever method you use, I hope that one of those is of some assistance to you. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy these. I'm going to enjoy these a lot. I think I am. I don't quite know how I'm going to transport them without absolutely destroying the sails and rigging. I think it's going to be a metal toolbox with some magnetic strips on the bottom that will plant the miniature to a little metal strip base, etc., and hopefully keep them nice for a little bit longer. So not an expert job by any means. You will do a far better job than I will, being expert shipwrights that you are. But that's my attempt at doing Black Seas, and I am very, very excited. I've looked a little bit further at the components, and they get more interesting as I look through. These are lots of different how would I put it, attributes for your ships. You may have veteran crew, or extra big guns, or a certain type of ammunition, or skills for your captains there, which will aid you no end, I'm sure. Yes, the sea, this was indeed land as we suspected, so I am excited. So there we go, Black Seas from Warlord. Ahoy there, and avast me mateys. And as you ply your way across the stormy seas, remember, a foul wind for them is a fair wind for you. Take care out there.